Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be doing that other Maryland favorite that few talk about, and that being pit beef, the Maryland version of barbecue on a pellet grill. Yes, you can do this on a pellet grill if you're using a pit boss or a pellet grill where the middle you can open up and get a little flame searing going on. It's the only way we're able to do this on a pellet grill and get the results that you would need for pit beef. So stick around, I'm going to show you how. Hey, so you know what we're doing today? We're doing pit beef on a pellet grill, that other Maryland favorite that few talk about, pit beef. Now, let's just get into this. I've got the eye of the round here. Now, normally you'd be using a top round roast, but I mean, they're huge, and I don't need a huge joint. And these were also on sale. Great meat sale going on at a local grocer this week. And so I saw this, and you know, one of my wife's favorite things, and this is one of her favorites. She's got a couple, but this is right up there, is pit beef. So I figured, beginning of well, we're into spring now, getting into the barbecuing season, this is the perfect time to do the pit beef, and I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, so I'm finally getting around to it. And let me go ahead and do my episode shout out right outside the gate. Hey, this is to all the men and women down there at the Key Bridge, trying to work, and working as hard as they possibly can 24/7 to get that port back open, to recover the bodies that are still in the water down there. So my hat's off to you all, and this episode is dedicated to you. Also, hey, if you enjoy my videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Please share. Please, I beg you. Now, all right, so let's get going. Got a nice cut of beef here. This is going to work out nice. Now, this is not one of those barbecues where you cook this for 12, 16 hours and all of that. Now we're going to cook this so it's medium rare. Then we're going to slice it nice and thin on a meat slicer. Get it on a nice bun here. I got some nice brioche rolls. I'm going to be making a Baltimore tiger sauce from scratch. I've even got fresh horseradish root here, so this is going to be something special. And you gotta have onion. This is a sweet onion, and it's gotta be shaved nice and thin. Can't have big chunks of onion. You don't want to overpower the sandwich with big chunks of onion. So let's move on. I got my joint here. I've got my rub here, and this is pretty much following along with the chaps rub. It's basically onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and some paprika. And some oregano. And that's it. We're just going to go ahead and liberally get this rub on my beef here, all over. And I didn't know if you noticed or not, but my butcher actually did a really good job of removing his silver skin, so I don't have to do that. And he did leave a little bit of fat on, which we are going to leave on for now, but we will be actually taking that off. It's going to get all burnt up on the pellet grill, and I'm going to sort of reverse sear this. I'm not cooking this too slow, but I'm not really firing up at a really high temperature either. So I'm going to cook the internal temperature to about 100 degrees. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the little flamethrower inside my pit boss, and we're going to sear this up, reverse sear, get it all nice and charred. Okay, and then we're going to let it rest, relax, and then we're going to slice it up. So here we go. Eventually we'll move outside with this, because right now I got my neighbor out there mowing. I would plan on filming mostly outside today, but with all that racket going on, it wasn't going to happen. So we're in here in the man cave. Okay. All right, this is nice and rubbed up. I'm going to let this sit in the fridge for about a half an hour. Let some of that flavor absorb into the meat. Then we're going to come back while that's sitting in the fridge. We're going to make up our tiger sauce. We're going to slice up our onions, and then we're going to get cooking. Stick around. Okay, we're back. All right, let's do the tiger sauce. So, very simple. I do mine with mayo, a little sour cream. Usually I use prepared horseradish. I'm going with the raw today. A little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of lemon zest, salt and pepper. That's it. Did I say the sour cream? I think so. All right, and it's basically equal parts of sour cream and mayo. So I'm going to go in with about half a cup. Half a cup of sour cream. We're going to go in and put some lemon zest in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the lemon juice in there. Oh yeah. I just love the smell of fresh lemon. Flavor. There we go. Alrighty. Get all that zest in there. Put that to the side. Go ahead and cut my lemon up over here. I'm only going to go in with, well, that's a pretty small meat in there, huh? So I'm going with all of it. Make sure we catch the seeds. The other half. There we go. Now, fresh horseradish. Be careful. Fresh horseradish has got some kick to it. Especially the smaller you shave it. And I'm kind of using like a microplaner here, so this is going to pack a punch. But there we go. I'm going to plane about a nice tablespoon, maybe even 2, of horseradish in here. I don't want to go too strong though, because then my wife won't like it. Okay, that's about a tablespoon and a half. And get all that off of there. A little bit that fell off there on the table. Now we're just going, salt and pepper. A little bit of a pinch of pepper. A little bit of salt. Alright, I'm going to mix this up. This, I mean, between the beef and this is it right here. This is what kind of makes this sandwich. Nice, tender, medium rare beef. Alrighty. That looks really good. Ha ha ha. Alright, let me give it a try. Let's see how potent this is. Not too bad, but it could use some more horseradish, believe it or not. So I'm going to go with some more. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Yep. All right. That's about another tablespoon. That's some good horsey. Alrighty, tiger sauce is done. Let me go ahead, clean up a little bit more. We'll get our onions sliced up, and it's out to the pit boss. Don't go away. Alright, we're back. Now, the key to nicely thinned sliced onion, you got to use a man one. I'm using a little hand one here, but be very careful. You don't want to slice off the tips of your fingers. So let me get this started. See if I got it set right here. And I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's about where we want to be. Actually, I think I want to take it down just a notch. There we go. Alrighty. This makes the sandwich as well. And I'm using a sweet onion here. I don't like to use strong onions, especially when I'm putting them on raw onto a sandwich or what have you. Yeah, look at that. That's what you're looking for. Nice and thin sweet onion piled up on this sandwich with a tiger sauce. All right, that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to take it any further. I value my digits. Okay, there we go. We're pretty much prepped. I got my horsey. I got my onions. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to take this show outside. Okay, so we're back. I'm getting ready to put this on. And I'm looking at, right now, my temp is about 380 degrees. So it's going to cook a little fast. This is going to probably take about an hour and 15 minutes to get up to where I want it. So I want to get this up to 100. And like I said, I'm going to shave off or cut off that charred fat cap. Kind of goes against everything that everybody's ever done. But trust me, it works. All right, so in it goes. Just gonna let it cook about, I don't know, about half an hour, and I'm gonna give it a turn, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So don't go away. Okay, so we're back. We're at 100 degrees right now, and I've moved the roast down. I actually removed one of the racks. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up the middle grate here, and that'll allow the flames. You can see the flames opening up now. We're going to go ahead and do some searing. We'll take this up to about 135, and then we're going to constantly monitor this now, constantly turn it so we can get a nice sear, nice char on the outside of this roast. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and keep rotating this, giving it a turn. Don't want to totally burn it, but we do want to put a nice char on this. The ability to open up that middle grate and do this searing allows us to cook the pit beef on this pellet grill. Now, if you have a pellet grill where you can do this, you can do pit beef. We don't have to get the old traditional pit going with all the wood and what have you. If you don't have one of those, it's going to be really hard to make pit beef and get that sear the way it really needs to be. Now while I had it on its fat side, we started getting a little flare up. Don't worry, all you need to do, like I did, move that meat to the side, flare up, burns off. So we're at about 112. Looking for about 130, another 15 degrees, and the charring is coming out pretty darn nice. It's looking good, so I'm going to continue on. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and cut some of this burnt fat cap, and I'm going to get it back on, char it up a little bit more, and we should be honing in on our temperature. So here I go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut it off right here at the grill. Okay, I've cut all that burnt up fat off, and now we're just going to go ahead and reel this in. About 116 now. And we're looking pretty darn good. Probably about another, about 20 minutes. Now about 3 degrees away from pulling this. And I got some decent charring going on. There's one spot in particular that's not looking as charred as I want it to be. But I'm definitely not going to overcook this. Got some good charring. Just a couple spots. It's kind of difficult when you have a roast this size or this elongated, that you can't just get it all seared off the way you want to. But we're almost there. Another 3 degrees, 2 degrees actually, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. All right, so we've come back inside and I'm letting this rest. I've pulled it off. I pulled it off at 130. So I figured it's going to probably raise about another 5 degrees while it sits and rests. And this is very important. Let this rest. Let all those juices work their way back into that meat. That meat got all tense, and now that it's going to rest, it's going to relax a little bit. We're not going to lose all the juices, and it's going to be good. I got some nice char on here. Now, a little bit over here, could use a little bit more char, but I really, temperature is the key thing here. You don't want to go over temp. You don't want to overcook this. If somebody wants more of a well done piece, you come off the end. But what's in that middle? That's going to be really good. Nice medium rare. It's going to make a nice sandwich. So we're going to let this rest for 20 minutes. We'll come back. We'll start slicing some up. I left my grill on, so I'm going to toast my buns up a little bit. Put a little toast on them, and we'll pull this all together. So don't go away. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes, and this has rested long enough. And now it's time to start slicing this. And I have this little meat slicer here. It's not that good. In fact, I have another one on its way. It's one of these cheapies. I think this was like $99. Yeah, it does the work. I mean, it gets it thinner than if I was trying to slice it with a knife. But we're gonna give it a go. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it turns out, and we'll go from there. So what I think I'm gonna do, and it looks like it's rested pretty well. There's not too many juices that have leaked out of it, and I hate to slice it in half, but a lot of people do. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to go ahead and slice it in half so it's a little bit more manageable on the meat slicer here. And let's see what we got going. Well, actually, before I do that, let me temp it. So like I said, I pulled it. Where's my thermometer? Before I cut it though, let me temp it because, like I said, I pulled it at 130 and I'm looking for like 135. And actually it's a little bit higher than that. It's like 140, so I may have let it go just a little bit too much, but there's still going to be some good medium rare in there, I can guarantee it. So let's go ahead. It looks good. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to be fantastic. It smells awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this sliced. Just this a little bit. All right, and there's not a lot of blood dripping out of this, so that's a good sign. Maybe a little bit thinner. That's what I hate about this one. You really have a hard time. I have a really hard time getting the thinness or thickness correct, but it's looking good now. Wow, look at that. I gotta try it. Fantastic. Would you look at that? Now we're going to go ahead, take some of that horsey sauce, get it on the top, spread it out a little bit. I'm trying to do this with one hand holding this. Take some of these thinly sliced onions. Oh, mia Dio, does that not look good? You want some, don't you? It is time to try this. Let me make a little room here because I'm going to need to two-hand this. There we go. This is definitely a two-hand job. That is a Maryland pit beef sandwich with an eye of the round. Okay, came out, actually it came out perfect. That's still nice and red inside. All right, I've talked enough, right? Let's give this a try. Wow. Wow. It's that time of year in Maryland and South Central PA, and you saw how easy it is to make. So if you can't get up here to Maryland, okay, or Central PA, go ahead, make sure you watch this video again, and you better make your own. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe. Most importantly, share. And right over there, boom, go ahead and hit my logo. It makes it so much easier to subscribe to the channel. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.